Today I'm going to inform you about the area of biotechnology, and I'm going to specifically focus on cloning. You're probably wondering why this is relevant to you, but there are a few reasons why. One being that it's a fast-growing field in today's society and will most likely have a big impact on our lives. Also, because of how quickly the field is growing, there are many jobs available, and in the future only more will be created. And cloning specifically is relevant because it could potentially have a very large impact on our generation. Who here has heard of Dolly the lamb? Well, as I learned from ScienceMuseum.org, Dolly was the first successfully cloned sheep from somatic cell nuclear transfer, meaning that they use non-sex cells to clone her. Dolly lived from 1996 to 2003 in Scotland. How the whole cloning process works is there's one sheep that serves as the egg cell donor and another sheep that donates a mammary gland cell. And the nucleus is removed from the egg cell, and then the mammary gland cell and the nucleus are fused together by electrical impulses, and over the period of time of about a week, electrical impulses are inhibited, which allows the two cells to grow and replicate as one, and this eventually forms an embryo, and then the embryo is put into a surrogate mother, which is just the sheep that is going to birth it. And this is how Dolly was created. And when Dolly came out, her DNA is identical to the sheep that donated the mammary gland cell. I know cloning is kind of a controversial topic, but there are many benefits to it. It will definitely lead to many advancements in the future, first of all. And in a book called Frankenstein's Cat by Emily Anthus, I read that there's something called a frozen zoo in San Diego, and I believe there are a couple other locations. But this one, or at a frozen zoo, it's where they store DNA from exotic animals, and this DNA can potentially they can do many things with this DNA. One including saving endangered species or bringing back animals that have already become extinct. They can use it to craft prosthetics to help injured animals, or they can use it to genetically engineer and create livestock that are resistant to certain genetic diseases. That's only a few possibilities, but I mean there are obviously many more. Has anyone seen the movie Dolphin Tale? Well, this here is Winter, and she is the dolphin that movie is based off of. And from seawinter.com, I read that Winter's tail, or she got stuck in a crab net, and then her tail, it cut off the circulation, and then her tail started to decay. So then a scientist figured out how to create a prosthetic tail. So here's a picture of her swimming around with her tail. These are just a couple examples of extinct animals that could potentially be brought back. And there are many others, but these are just a few that you might be familiar with. The problem with using the DNA, though, or whether really it'd be worth it, is because we aren't sure whether or not these animals could survive in the environment today, and whether it would really be even worth trying it because of the possibility of not being able to find the appropriate type of surrogate mother in order for them to grow and live, I guess. And I have these two pictures here because scientists have worked in labs which have created cows that don't have prions, and this prevents them from getting mad cow disease. And then they've also worked with hens, in order for some hens to be able to lay eggs that contain compounds that can help treat skin cancer and multiple sclerosis. And as I said before, there are many jobs available in the field of biotechnology. This is just a list of a couple. For example, a nanotechnologist is someone that works with microscopic materials that can be placed into the body. And then a geneticist is someone that helps with patients that have genetic disorders, and they can help them cope with them and like figure out how to cure them. And obviously there are many more. This is just a few. And although I've only been able to share a little bit of information with you, I hope that you learned something, because I really think that it's something people should be aware about, considering how much of an impact it could potentially have in the future. And thank you for allowing me to present.